the kind permission of the Commissioner of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, Bob Polson, and tonight's co-host, Assistant Commissioner Gilles Michaud, Commanding Officer of National Division, and Chief Superintendent Ron Mostry, Commanding Officer of National Headquarters, the Canadian Sunset Ceremonies takes pleasure in presenting the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Musical Ride. Their 2013 tour includes visits to the provinces of Ontario and British Columbia. Avec l'aimable autorisation du commissaire de la Gendarmerie royale du Canada, Bob Polson, et de nos hôtes de ce soir, le commissaire adjoint Gilles Michaud, commandant de la Division nationale, et le surintendant principal Ron Mostry, commandant de la Direction générale, les cérémonies du crépuscule canadien ont le plaisir de vous présenter le carrousel de la Gendarmerie royale du Canada. La tournée de 2013 inclut des visites dans les provinces de l'Ontario et de la Colombie-Britannique. The musical ride was trained by Sergeant Karen Miller and are under the command of Superintendent Marty Chesser. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the musical ride of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Mesdames et messieurs, le carrousel de la Gendarmerie royale du Canada. The salute from Superintendent Marty Chesser is being taken by Assistant Commissioner Gilles Michaud, Commanding Officer of National Division, Chief Superintendent Ron Mostry, Commanding Officer of National Headquarters, Royal Canadian Navy Commander Vice Admiral Mark Norman, and Reverend David Mains. Le salut du surintendant Marty Chesser est reçu par le commissaire adjoint Gilles Michaud, commandant de la Division nationale, le surintendant principal Ron Mostry, commandant de la Direction générale, vice-amiral Mark Norman, commandant de la Marine royale canadienne, et le révérend David Mains.
Visitors, it's an honor to have you here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you this evening? Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à la cérémonie crépuscule. And I hope everybody's having a good time. Is everybody having a good time? Great. Well, without further ado, I'd like to commence the musical ride. Puis-je avoir votre permission de commencer le carousel?
Ah, the
show. If you see anything you like, feel free to applaud. The members and horses appreciate it. Les cavaliers d'Ormontion vous souhaitent la bienvenue au spectacle de ce soir. Vous aimez ce que vous voyez, n'hésitez pas à applaudir. Les membres et les chevaux apprécient votre enthousiasme. sélection méticuleuse d'étalons et de juments poulinières nous permet d'obtenir des chevaux de couleur noire conformément aux besoins du carrousel. The horses of the musical ride were bred and raised at the renowned detachment of the RCMP in Pakenham, Ontario. Careful pairings of selected mares and stallions produce black horses suitable for musical ride purposes.
Watch the horse.
The RCMP invites children aged 14 and under to name 6 of the foals born each year. To find out more about the RCMP Name the Foal contest, be sure to visit the RCMP website beginning each spring. La GRC invite les enfants de 14 ans et moins à donner un nom à 6 poulains nés durant l'année. Pour plus de renseignements concernant le concours Nommez un poulain de la GRC, il suffit de visiter le site web de la GRC à compter du printemps. This is achieved by the use of a stencil with a wet brush being passed across the line of the hair. Notez la feuille d'érable sur la coupe des cheveux, on l'applique avec un pochoir sur lequel on passe une brosse humide à repousse-poil. Avec la musique in keeping with the music, let's watch as the musical ride performs the Bridal Arch, la haie d'honneur.
Hey, boy, you're like, here, drink. Thank you anyway.
The very difficult revolving turnstiles, mesdames et messieurs, les tourniquets. du terrain, le carrousel forme maintenant les portillons. Ladies and gentlemen, the swinging gates. Les portillons se dirigent maintenant vers le centre du terrain pour former les ailes du moulin, The Star. Encore une fois, si l'on regarde au centre du terrain, on va se former en mesure avec la musique. Again, watching the center of the field and with the appropriate music, we see the wagon wheel, la roue de charrette. We often encounter at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. The riders and horses of the musical ride show how traffic should move with their version of the Cloverleaf, le trèfle à 4 feuilles. prennent une pause bien méritée, les cavaliers nous présentent l'exercice du maniement des lances. On enseignait ces manœuvres au 1er régiment de cavalerie afin que les soldats puissent se défendre sous tous les angles d'attaque possibles durant les combats. While the horses enjoy a well-earned rest, the riders will perform the points and parries of lance drill. These exercises were taught in the early cavalry regiments to enable troops to defend themselves in battle from all angles of attack.
You want to go back to Dad?
Each year, the RCMP musical ride helps those communities they visit to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for charities and non-profit organizations. The musical ride would like to thank the volunteers and organizers for their support in bringing the ride to your community. Chaque année, le carrousel de la GRC aide les communautés députées à recueillir des centaines de milliers de dollars au profit d'œuvres de bienfaisance et d'organismes à but non lucratif. Le carrousel tient à remercier les bénévoles et les organisateurs de lui avoir permis de se produire dans votre ville. Voici les 4 manèges, ladies and gentlemen, the 4 carousels. Now with the horses behind one leading rider, the musical ride will describe a series of ever-diminishing circles, finally reversing in the center and then coming back between the incoming files. En file derrière un seul cavalier, le carrousel définira maintenant une série de cercles de plus en plus serrés pour enfin changer de direction au centre et ensuite revenir vers l'extérieur entre les rangées de chevaux. Mesdames et messieurs, la spirale, ladies and gentlemen, the maze. build, and it is referred to as the Dome, le Dome.
Look at the horse.
Did you?
Revenant des quatre coins du terrain, les cavaliers et leurs montures en traversent le centre dans une manœuvre appelée section prolongée au centre. Making their way from the four corners of the field, the riders and horses will perform extended sections down the center. Increasing the level of difficulty, the ride now passes through the center of the field in pairs. Pour augmenter le degré de difficulté de la manœuvre, les cavaliers traversent maintenant le centre du terrain deux par deux. Si ce n'était pas assez difficile à votre goût, le carrousel va maintenant effectuer une enfilade avec 4 chevaux de fond. 2 vagues de 16 chevaux traversent le centre du terrain en même temps. If that wasn't difficult enough, folks, threading the needle with 4 horses abreast, 2 waves of 16 horses passing through the center of the field at the same time.
Can't see back there. Wow. You won't be able to see anything. Right here.
Now, folks, get your cameras ready for one of the highlights of the musical ride. Maintenant, mesdames et messieurs, sortez vos appareils photo en prévision d'un des clous du spectacle.
What are you doing?
That'd be like magic. Okay, great.
Backing up.
Let's give a big hand to the musical ride of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Applaudissez chaleureusement le carrousel de la Gendarmerie royale du Canada.
Yeah, let me put my camera away. I'll hold it for you. Dad wants to go. Look how fast they're doing that. They're probably waiting all evening to do that. Maybe they have been. Like,
You're in charge.
you're in charge?
No, don't be JR in charge. Here they go again, sweetie. Watch them.
Okay, ready. Here we go again. No. Just watch. Watch the horses.
They are good. I'm not going to call you.
That's nice.
Will you excuse me?
Good job. Oh, you're just got popcorn. Wait, Gracie, look up. There's the we all have a short attention span. Oh, look, the plane.
Go to the airport.
Is that the airport? Yeah. Yeah, I see planes over there.
I see a big one.
There's a bunch of planes over there. Yeah. Good job. Wait, kids are putting popcorn. They're coming right back. Come back. Watch me when you're back there. Okay. Stay right here, buddy. Stay right here. Okay.
signature moment of the sunset ceremonies, the Sunset Honor Guard, composed of intermediate ride members, are making their way to the flagpole at the end of the riding area. The Sunset Honor Guard is being led by Corporal Scott Williamson. La garde d'honneur des cérémonies du crépuscule canadien, composée des membres du groupe intermédiaire du carrousel, se dirige vers le mât au bout du secteur d'équitation. Elle est dirigée par le caporal Scott Williamson.
Let me go?
Yeah, we can
Okay,
go.
yeah, six more.
Where's Ryan? Can we catch up with them? Okay, you ready to go? Yeah. You go to Brady? Yeah. Right, you don't want to.
Denied.
That was a good show.
Awesome.
Awesome. That's right, Gracie.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for O Canada? O Canada is being sung tonight by Corporal Craig Kennedy. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national du Canada, chanté par le caporal Craig Kennedy. And please remain standing for the lowering of the flag ceremony as the march past by the honor guard.
That's it. You just hold it up and leave that. Come on.
And now, to the music of their own regimental march, the march past, with a common salute to our co-host and guest of honor, Assistant Commissioner Gilles Michaud, Commanding Officer of National Division, Chief Superintendent Ron Mostry, Commanding Officer of National Headquarters, Royal Canadian Navy Commander Vice Admiral Mark Norman, and Reverend David Mays. Et maintenant, au son de sa marche régimentaire défilée, vous assistez au salut final du carrousel, aux hôtes et invités d'honneur, le commissaire adjoint Gilles Michaud, commandant de la division nationale, le surintendant principal Ron Mostry, commandant de la direction générale, vice-amiral Mark Norman, commandant de la marine royale canadienne, et le révérend David Mays.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming this evening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Mesdames et messieurs, merci pour assister à la cérémonie de discours ce soir. Merci beaucoup. Before I introduce the members behind me, I'd like to acknowledge Bill Stewart and John Dunn, who are former riding masters here, so welcome to their families. Nous avons 3 membres qui viennent de cette région ici. We have 3 members that are from this region. And I'll introduce Constable Eric Bonin, who's from Gatineau. Commencez, s'il vous plaît. Constable Mike Weston is from Orleans. And Constable Drew McDougall is from Russell. Je voudrais présenter tous les camions cavaliers qui viennent partout au Canada. I'd like to introduce the rest of the members on the team that come from all different regions across the country. I'll start with the Western region first. So members from the Western region, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, please advance. Les membres qui viennent de Québec, avancez, s'il vous plaît. Members from the Atlantic region, Newfoundland, Labrador, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, your riders from Ontario. So, on behalf of all the members of the musical ride, thank you for coming this evening. Have a great Canada Day. Bonne fête Canada demain.
interested in meeting with the horses and riders of the musical ride to stay with us while the members of the musical ride disperse to the perimeter of the manège to provide each and every one of you the opportunity to meet and greet your favorite rider and horse. Our riders would be delighted to speak with you and to pose for pictures. Nous invitons maintenant les personnes intéressées à rencontrer les chevaux et les cavaliers, à rester des nôtres pendant que les membres du carrousel et leurs montures prennent place en bordure du manège pour que vous puissiez vous approcher d'eux. Les gendarmes seront heureux de vous parler et de se faire prendre avec leurs chevaux. For safety reasons, it is imperative that everyone remain behind the barriers and in front of the horses and riders at all times. Pour des raisons de sécurité, il est absolument interdit de franchir le périmètre ou la barrière. Veuillez vous tenir devant les chevaux et ce, en tout temps. Also, everyone is invited to come back to the stables located next to the musical ride visitor center immediately following the brief cooling out period of the horses. Vous êtes également tous invités à vous